let's see if the video is fixed. Maybe.
No,
No, not at all. Why would that fix it? Why would trying to fix it actually fix something? Why would that happen? Welcome back. Welcome back to our super cool strobe stream. We've got these strobe lights going. I don't know if you guys can see them. It's really cool.
we got strobe here.
Yeah. So, you guys arrive at Truva's to get some rooms. On your way back up, Truva looks at you and is like, she kind of hobbles like close to you guys, and then just sort of like, that's as cheap as I could go on the rooms, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk down to them. What's up, guys? How can I help you? You got a problem? No. You sure about that? Very sure. Why are you staring at my nose?
The other one hadn't brought his head up. Just one of the other ones, like, Jerry, it's okay. And he pulls his head back and it's Max.
Oh,
Sorry for broken dagger.
I hope it's
just the cloak.
And he's like, I mean, I do have a dagger. It's more of an expression than anything.
I asked Max, why you guys want to do this?
It's actually solid. I wasn't gonna let you. We don't know. There's so much moving parts right now. So I said yes, so that no one else would get asked to watch this. And Jerry's like, you didn't tell me any of that. He looks into Kayla, he's like, so he sits you down at another corner of the bar, and he's trouble. Pretty, like, shocked face of everything that's happened throughout the day. I don't know how to start. And he's just like, eyes are wide. I didn't know everything. I just don't know. I kind of feel like I betrayed my entire country. Audio's pretty bad. So it got worse. But faint whispers in and out. That's the frickin' thing I was having earlier. Well, that's good.
Sorry, just basically when I turned the stream audio on, from my right ear, it's just fuzz. Yeah.
Okay. It might be one of those like, oh, we'll try again next time. Let's hang out and have a party.
Let's do that.
I'm here. We could just
Just
continue.
start thinking you don't want to play D&D today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's too many technical difficulties. Actually,
Yeah.
if we can't hear y'all and the stream can't hear anyone,
Oh, I see which one it is. So, let's see if this is the one that
We really just came up here for pizza. Understandable.
Is it fixed? Doesn't look like it's
I
fixed.
think we need to reset the router.
No, it's an audio issue now. This is on the Behringer side. This is different.
Well, the raid
Remember I
and everything
asked
went
if
red.
it was a branch or something?
What's that? I know that's having issues too, but this is a completely different issue. The audio is now having issues.
Soft stuff.
I still think we need to reset the router.
They get the same soft static. Okay.
Thank you, Grant.
I don't know why. It's that same channel we were having our troubles with earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
the blue?
Yeah.
Alright, Melissa, you don't get a mic.
Okay.
Try a different cable on it.
Is it still doing it, Ace?
No, we've tried multiple cables and multiple mics, and somehow we kept on
Yes, but it's really faint or not as loud.
Yeah. So it's not, but it's not doing the buzz anymore.
It's still the same buzz, but it's just not as loud.
Okay.
Do you want me to unplug the microphone?
Just-
So which one is 5? That's that one. Can you switch that whole entire thing, cable and everything?
Alright, this one?
This mic over there, cable and all. And then just unplug that mic.
There you go.
Better?
How about now?
This is a workaround, but it should fix it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong with that channel. I don't like it. Okay, so the buzz should be gone.
Okay.
How's that working?
I think that's working a lot better.
Better now, yay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Corinne.
Okay. And we're back to D&D again.
Yay.
Technical issues. Yeah. So, back to the tender moment that Max was trying to have with this confession. He starts talking about how he helped Lorville with operations under the radar of the Empire in the Sandy Trees. And he explains, he's like, it was a very difficult decision because we couldn't displace these people under the rules of the Empire. So we had to blame it on the dynasty to clear them out from the areas Lorville needed for what he was trying to do, and to give the dynasty what they wanted to get peace. And that was my motivation. And I think your village was one of those places.
Bum, bum, bum.
So you're saying the reason my family got hurt is because of you.
Didn't want it to end like that, and most of the brutality was up to Lorville, and we fought about it. And Lorville said that there had to be some sacrifices in order for the dynasty to be blamed.
Alright, Kaylee, before you stab him in the throat, look at your HP and see if you're okay to do it.
But I want to make it up to you. And I know that sounds awful. But I think your father's alive.
Bum, bum, bum!
He's being held in the Northern Dynasty with a number of other of the Shadow's Hand that were taken. I found this out recently, and I didn't know.
Is he okay?
I think he's being well taken care of from my sources. He's friends with one of the guards, and he's got a whole shtick playing cards, and he's not being tortured. So I know that.
So what's the reason of keeping all these people captured?
It was part of the peace process. We had to make some sacrifices in order for the dynasty to discontinue its incursion into. It was either we clear out people from the Sandy Trees, or allow the dynasty to kill everyone. It was that kind of choice.
Are they ever gonna let them go?
That's not within anything I can ask about. They're war criminals under the dynasty rule.
Who can clear their name?
I don't know. Lorville was my contact at the dynasty, and he's no longer anyone I can talk to, obviously.
I need a moment.
Understood.
Are we all hearing this, or is this just Mikhail?
This is just the two of them.
Just the two of us.
Private
Yeah, I
conversation.
mean, I'm at the end, so
Yeah,
I'm
this was a
assuming
private
you're not-
conversation. Max was like, "Can I speak to you in private?" And they went to a separate part of the bar.
It was an A and B separate conversation.
Yep.
I just want to. I step up and I walk away.
Okay.
Bless you.
I'll be down here all night.
You're excused.
There's some soft like half-ass bard playing some like obvious cliche covers. He's like a half orc. He's like, all right, this next one I played a long time ago. I opened up for a very famous person in the castle, and I played this song. And he starts playing it, and it's terrible, and it's like Black Magic Woman type,
God.
you know, like it is not Black Magic Woman, but it's the version of this world's Black Magic Woman. Like, oh no. Later, I'm gonna play Stairway to Heaven.
Oh God.
No.
But first.
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Here's Wonderwall. Champagne supernova.
All right.
Anyway, that's what's going on while you're having this tender moment.
No.
So what would you like to do?
I walk away and then I just go up to my room
Okay.
for the night.
Are any of you sharing rooms, or you're all getting your own room? I forgot to ask about that because
I'll
they all have two beds.
I'll share a room with Mikhail mainly because I sleep on the floor in my shell. So.
All the rooms have two beds, so you could pair up if you wanted to.
Oh, so
I guess
we're on the
I'll
same bed?
I follow
You
Mikhail.
sleep on
ask
top of
Don
the shell?
Caller if he wants to share a room with me.
The top of the shell is comfy.
How is that the logical conclusion?
Okay, the shell can be on top of you if you'd like.
Fire follows Mikhail.
I don't mind sharing a room.
Okay. Just seems
Alright, so-
practical.
I mean, you guys, if he was sleeping on the floor, you could have three in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bear, Mikhail, and Ono in one room, Don Collar and Lubanzi in another room, and Solaire gets their own room. His own room.
Sounds great.
All right, so
And
everyone
then
kind
pray
of work
in
their way up
peace.
to the rooms, and Mikhail comes in after you're getting settled.
I noticed that Mikhail looks quieter than normal or different.
Are you trying to hide that?
Yeah.
Make a
Oh God.
persuasion check, I would say.
Alright, I'm just.
And then
Would
if you want to
would
make
it be
a
deception
Bear, if you want to
instead?
make yeah, whichever, persuasion or deception, whichever you want. And then Bear, if you want to make an insight check.
20.
Hey,
Well, higher
you know,
than 20.
You could. You could.
Use one of those many dice you have.
There's no critical succeed on an ability check, so. $77. 11.
I just want people to be able to see your mound of dice, so I'm pointing the map cam at your dice bundle.
And dice.
Well, yeah, we got a little skippy skip. What'd you get, 11? So you notice that Mikhail seems a little quiet, but you don't really get any read on specifically what it might be about.
You're excused.
Alright, well, then I go to bed.
Same.
Okay?
I'm gonna make sure Ono goes to bed.
I'm in my shell and I'm trying to sleep.
Okay.
Make sure of that.
And then I sneak out.
All right, with that, you guys doing watch or anything like that, or are you just going to go for it?
What?
Because I'm trying to go to bed, I'm going to point my shell at the door and just peer out of it.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
We can split up a little bit the night if you want.
Yeah.
Do we need
Um,
somebody to watch? We have the two people downstairs following us.
That's true. And you checked in with them.
He's asking about it, so. This is the only time he's asked about watching in a tavern
I'm gonna set up
or an inn. That is true.
Uh,
I'm immediately on guard.
I'll take second watch if you'd like. I'm
Sure.
used to staying up late.
I mean, I need to do some stuff in the so yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
So-
cast alarm by the front door.
Solaire
Okay.
can see no reason to be paranoid, so Solaire's just going to sleep.
All right.
Yes,
does-
tiny hut. No.
Blair gets knifed to death in his sleep, and
That's fine.
Are we all in rooms
I
like,
get
next
tough
to each
outer
other?
skin.
Yeah.
How far does the alarm like spread?
I would say there's a alarm.
Yeah.
think
Can I like
it's only
cover
a-
all our rooms?
How long does this have a specified?
The range is 30 feet.
The time duration.
No, not the duration. Say how long the silver thread is.
8 hours.
No, it has to say how long
It's
the
8
physical.
hours
Oh,
long.
30 feet. 30 feet.
Sorry.
20-foot cube.
I will
Within 60 feet.
I will also point out that people might be walking through the hallway just trying to get to the room, so you might not get your long rest.
I'm like up,
That's cumulative.
butt up to the doorway, so
Oh,
people
okay.
shouldn't be walking.
Okay.
So I'll describe it. So you guys kind of have a wing almost to yourself. There's 4 doors in a hallway. You have 3 rooms. There's 2 on this side and 1 on this side, and then another one that's presumably unoccupied, at least at the moment.
Convenient.
So does that work?
Let me check. I'm looking up the alarm spell real quick.
Oh, we got a new phone.
You can choose an area
Hey.
or area within range that is no
Thank you,
larger
Galactic
than a.
Ash.
20-foot cube.
We got a new follower.
Oh, sweet! Welcome, new follower. We're having all the technical issues today, but we're forging along as you do in D&D. You can do a 20-foot cube. It's no longer larger than a 20-foot cube. That's what the limitations are. So I would say you would be able to do that, no problem. If you wanted to like crisscross in that area, that's plenty to do
Oh,
that. with.
just the hallway between us.
Yeah, that's what I was
exactly.
thinking.
So you could run the wire between like all the doors,
That's what I'm trying to do.
minus the one that is possibly someone else's, so no one else would trip your alarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
Sleep.
All right. You all find your various corners and shells and and new information, and you have Max downstairs spending the night in a bar booth, keep an eye out for where you guys might go, and if anyone else should show up. You have a rogue attaching little pieces of wire outside. You guys close the shutters. There's a definite more ominous feeling to the city overall, especially as you made your way to Trudva's and went shopping. It's darker. It's
Dragon's in charge.
people are more anxious. There's a lot of changes happened in the last couple of weeks. One emperor dies. The other one turns over the crown to who is now a dragon and married to an ancient evil. But you find rest without issue.
Oh, thank God.
So you can mark your long rest.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I sense no difference because I just got here, so this is all
Yeah,
whatever
we
to
just
me.
right now do the long rest that I didn't do earlier.
Lubanzi. Right before you go to
Yes?
bed, you hear from your employer.
Oh,
What is a status of the Empire? I am very nervous about the things I've been hearing.
okay. I will take a moment to compose my thoughts, and then I will reply back. Dritsalia is now Empress.
Situation food. Dragon is empire. Emperor is dragon.
Lorvale wants to use Omega's power. I've heard you have ties.
Anything else?
Strange excavations happening in Getch may head there next.
You hear back. Interesting. Dritsalia is the Empress. So you're heading to Getch.
25 words.
Any word on Fuldu?
I take a moment as I, the player, try to remember what was going on there. If I remember correctly, she was not interested in dealing with that situation.
So right now, Fuldu is amassing a army on the border, disconnected from the larger dynasty government.
Yeah,
And
that
he's
was why I was there.
Yeah, he's positioning himself to take over Felwind.
Mm-hmm.
And so
But
you went,
if
you
I
went with
remember,
Dave.
I was going to say if I remember correctly, Dritsalia in the end of the dinner basically said that she wasn't making that a priority.
Right. She thinks that Lorvale is a much bigger priority. Obviously, Fuldu and his army of gnolls is a problem for both the dynasty and the empire right now. So your employer is more concerned with that at the moment because that's more in of an incursion. So that's why he's asking you what the status is, because that's where his concern is.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will convey to him. Dritsalia appears not interested in assisting us with our inquiry. She is more interested in finding out what Lorville wants.
You don't hear a further reply. You figure that he kind of got what you're saying. Plus,
Yeah.
it's taxing to send messages that far. So.
Mm-hmm.
So there.
Mm-hmm.
While you sleep
Yeah,
alone in a room,
indeed.
you hear a... Well, first you get to a deep sleep, and you feel yourself in a warm, lit chamber with many fireplaces.
Comfort.
And
Go on.
and you see sitting on a rock throne with like glowing cracks bits into it, Anyu.
Dope.
Anyu is difficult to pinpoint a face. There's a lot of flame, and her armor is very like melted metal, patchy cracks all over it. She has a giant flaming battle axe, and she's sitting holding a drink of what looks like lava.
She's fucking awesome.
And she looks at you and she says, "Thank you for your gift, petty as it was." I tease. It seems you've been having some trouble with that shield.
Yes.
It bears my symbol, but brings you pain.
Sometimes
What would you say that we do away with that?
that would be very helpful. Although I would still like to be able to benefit from the good that it does
I see.
for my party.
I will make a trade. Do something in my name, grand, and beneficial to at least one other person. And when I say grand, and she just sort of like shows her entire realm as being insane, just like just over the top cool. I mean grand. Fair?
Yeah. Alright.
Continue your fine work. I have seen it. and you get pulled back out of the dream, and you all get your long rest.
Dope.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You wake
Ono
up.
wakes up and he goes to the bar.
So you go downstairs, and Max is there with Trudva. He's got a drink in his hand. He's like, I didn't know. I just thought we were doing the good stuff. Trudva's like, yeah, Max, I know. You told me 100 times tonight. I'm tired. Trevor, take over the bar. I'm going to bed. Max looks at you and is like, oh no! Wait, Trevor, we need a drink over here. Where's it? I don't know. I fucked it up, man. I
What?
fucked it up, man.
What'd you do?
I can't tell you.
Look at my face. Look at my face.
Hmm?
Do you want to be grounded?
Oh,
You're gonna tell me.
I won't be grounded.
Oh my god.
It's like this. Like I'm the king of the guard. I'm not the king of the guard. I'm not the king of the guard. The leader of the guard. When I'm drunk in a bar right now, this is real great. And
I can ground you.
Jerry's over there like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Hey Jerry,
Yeah. Yes.
can I ground him?
I would not advise that. I've seen him fight drunk before.
I give him a wink.
I don't advise any aggressive action towards Max
Oh,
while
it
he's
won't
drunk.
be aggressive.
Max is sitting there like, oh, are we doing this? Are we doing this or what?
Max, follow me. I put my arm on his shoulder. I'm like,
And he's what are you touching me for? What are you touching me for, bro? I thought we were friends.
we are friends. I got.
Well, what are you touching my shoulder then?
Do you want a drink?
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, follow me. Go to the corner.
It's
of
like
the,
7 in the morning.
I go to the corner of the tavern. I'm gonna sit him down.
I think I have to do red.
And beckon at Trevor. I'm like, hey, I need a drink from a friend right here.
I'm not giving him a drink.
No, then buy me one.
I'm literally under orders that I will be fired. if I
Solaire
give
comes
him.
downstairs. Neither of them need a drink.
Noted. And he looks at you like. And Max is sitting there like pulling his sword out, like he's got like he took the entire belt off and is like, let's go, man.
I put my empty
Do I-
tankard on the table. How drunk is he?
Extremely.
He starts to wander over towards it, and he picks it up and he's like, oh, this fucking on, man. Dad, fuck you.
I'm walking down the stairs.
This is a magical
Yeah,
drink.
so you all come down to see like Max squaring up against Ono with a sword out.
Stumbling.
And I touch Max in the back and cast Lesser Restoration.
Damn it! Damn it! Okay.
You beat me
I'm
to it.
gonna. What the heck is going on right now? Why am I? Oh my god! Was I about to kill you? Oh shit! That would have been terrible.
No, you weren't.
Oh, I would have killed you easily, very easily. I've fought a lot of people drunk. Ask
Oh,
Jared.
he would have killed
Oh yeah, he has. It's not pretty.
All right. So, anyways,
Perhaps we
talking
should
about
move
something?
along to get.
yeah, you're hiding something from me, bro.
I am not.
I like that situation could have been beneficial, but instead you goaded him into a fight.
I did not
Well done.
goad him into a fight. He assumed I was goading him into a fight.
I
He
turned the
looks at you,
dome
he's like,
collar
I
and
don't
I'm
know
like,
what you're talking about.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
this is the same guy who Dritzalia, Dragon, that whole.
Oh fuck.
Does he have sense in his head? What is he thinking?
You don't get.
What is he thinking?
You get the sense that there's something he might be holding back, but you don't really get a read on any kind of thing of what it might be.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. I'm just like, I'll figure it out eventually.
It's more of like just a. I don't really want to talk about anything right now, type
Okay.
of thing, than like anything specific.
All right.
I think maybe Max is in a position where he has to comply, or else he basically loses his job and probably livelihood.
Alright.
He's thinking he has no choice.
Well, Max, I'm leaving town right now.
He's like, it's so weird. I drank so much last night. I feel great.
No points of exhaustion?
No.
Fuck you. Alright. I'm leaving town right now. You're supposed to follow me, so...
Yeah, it will be. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm under orders, but it's better me than anyone else, guys. He looks at the rest of
Yeah.
Oh, you two almost tried to kill me.
Are these
I don't remember that.
good orders,
Didn't
or are
happen.
they like to watch us, or are they to
Just
like
all his
protect
orders.
us?
I don't know. I think Dressalia just doesn't trust you, and she needs someone.
I think Dressalia doesn't
Sounds
trust
about
me.
right.
Doesn't trust any of you.
Don't I have a history with her?
Well, y'all just did attack her right in the middle of the kingdom.
She turned into a dragon.
That's true. I know, and I was attacking her too, so she didn't really trust me either. So I don't know how this is all working.
Before we leave town, I want to go see Gohulan.
Okay. Gulhulan is still recovering in the castle, so if you want to go back to the castle to visit. Okay, so you go back and forth. The guards are like, every day, you just come. Every day you're coming in.
Imagine like here's the realm.
Gotta let us
in a
know.
room here.
You guys have a room here.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go over to Gohulan.
All right, so Gulhulan is like getting much better. He's she. That's right. She's sitting up. Hey, what can I do for you?
You remember how you said that if I did you a huge favor, that I'd get my mother's flute back?
Oh yeah.
I saved your life.
Solid point.
Valid.
So,
I would love to give you your mother's flute back. Here's the problem.
I don't
It was sort of stolen.
Oh, great. By who?
I don't know. I just found out.
It's just gone.
It was stolen while we were out at sea.
Of course.
Well, I wonder if it was the person that had the flute that was standing
Conveniently.
wait, what?
Remember the place that he just went and said he had like a flute?
No, it was the
Was it
headstock.
loot?
Oh, lute.
Yes. Close.
Lute.
Have
Flute
I?
over there,
Is
right?
there
Same
is there any evidence, clues behind?
place
Evidence is too long a word.
Pretty ransacked. There's been a lot of looting and stealing lately since all this craziness here. The city's in complete chaos.
You mind if I go check out I was about to say mansion, museum.
I would ask people around Felwind if you got anyone there.
Real quick,
That's
have
where a lot
I
of thieves go.
seen this flute before? Have any of us?
Not in
I don't
person.
think we've actually seen it.
No, Dombro talked to you guys about
Possibly stealing it.
possibly stealing it.
Okay, never mind.
So Gulhulan kind of describes how like a lot of the key pieces in her instrument collection have been stolen in one go. And it seems like it was a little more organized the way she described it than like just a random, commoner off the street trying to like get some expensive shit out of a museum and bail town as the dragon takes over. By the way, the streets are a lot less crowded than normal. It's like people they're leaving. They're like a lot of people, if they have the means to do so, they're actually leaving the city. In small numbers, a lot of people have been there for generations, so they're standing their ground, with their shops and stuff like that. A few of the shops are closed. Some of the eating sounds are very apparent. By the way. Just so you know.
Not as quite as you may
Fucking
think.
crunch.
It's the slow singular.
Trying to eat a chip
Silence.
slowly.
Yes. But yeah, Gulhulan talks about it's with everything else that's been going on, the fact that she was out to sea, and she's still been recovering. She has not really had much of a chance, other than the surface sort of explanation she was given by some of her employees at the museum itself of what exactly happened. A full investigation would need to be done to kind of figure that out.
Yeah. Okay, so Gohulan said Winfell or
I mean, information you could probably find in Felwind.
fell in or when fell in.
As long as you weren't obvious about it. Because obviously thieves don't talk about the things they steal that often.
Well, we have some friends over on Fellin, so yeah.
Yeah, you might have better luck than me then.
Okay. All
So
right.
that's hot.
So if I find it, it's mine. Yes.
If you find it, yeah, it's
Okay,
yours.
perfect. And then I trounce up. I'm just like, yeah.
Don't look so proud.
Big dick in the locker room, just walking around.
You look fucking tired.
Shit, go take a
I
nap.
turn the corner out the door and I'm like, coming back, I'm like, shut up.
Okay.
Bye.
Feel better.
Yeah.
And then,
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave town?
no. No,
What?
not for me.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I mean, not for me.
I don't want anything.
Okay. So you guys collect your horses. You collect your wagon.
Yeah.
You collect your things and
I got
stuff.
cheddar.
And
that's
you
it.
guys start making your way out of town. Now,
Making your way.
I don't have. This is another thing I meant to be able to do is pop the map up at some point. I can't easily do that. But if you guys can remember, Dresden is down here on the coast.
My gosh.
Sorry. And Getch is up here in the mountains. So there's a
Oh.
mountain range right here. And
Very significant
Felon's on the
distance.
there's a significant difference.
But Fellin's on the way.
No, Felwind is north. Well, kind of on the way.
Yeah.
It's
We're
it's
following
up.
the main roads.
It would be out of the way by like a half a day or so. It would add a day to your journey to go to Felwind.
Well, then I suggested the party, hey, I'm like, hey, can we do something real quick in Felwyn before going on with the main thing?
No offense, but your mother's flute is very low on the priority list compared to everything.
I would
Hey, it
suggest
is a
perhaps we
grand
check
thing that I'm
out
having to deal
Getch and then go for the flute.
I agree
I
with
agree.
that.
I agree.
So there's two routes.
I
There-
said the keyword grand.
There is through. So there's a
I see what you're doing.
there's a fast but less direct route, and there's a slow but more direct route.
Which one's safer?
Probably the fast route, for sure.
Let's do
You
that.
could probably cut a day or two if you went through the forest instead of went around it.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Yeah.
Wait, so what would possibly be the benefit of the slow but more?
Okay,
direct
well, so
route?
I say
That
slow.
doesn't make sense.
I say
I'm
slow in the
confused.
sense of travel
Correct.
time, but
Yes.
but the distance is shorter. So you
But
would
it still takes
technically
longer. So
no, it takes shorter. That's what I mean. So the
Alright.
the faster to travel route is slower. It would take longer.
So
Okay, does it make sense?
Sorry.
okay, let's
Let me
start
re-say
from the
this.
top. Start
Let me
over from the top.
I'll start from the top.
Okay.
Start from the top.
Okay.
If you go around the forest, it'll take longer. If you go through the forest, it'll take less
So
time.
there's a longer, less direct route,
Mm-hmm.
and then a faster, more direct route.
Right.
What is aside from the distance?
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference?
And the
Do
first
one
we
is-
have lions,
hold
tigers,
on.
and bears.
One is through a forest. The other is on roads that are made.
And it's just a forest.
Yeah. There is a path.
So regular forest.
Yeah. There's a path. There's the Eagle Fire Tower is in the middle of the forest, and it's sort of an outpost. And there is a path that goes to the tower and then goes up to Allkey. You would end up at Allkey either way because that's right in the center of where the edge of the road that goes around the forest ends. But that's also where the path through the forest ends, is at Allkey. And that's also where the path up to Getch starts at.
And that's the more direct route.
That's the more direct route.
Fuck it, let's go through the forest.
Let's do it.
Agreed.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys get
With our horses and
it's wide enough. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's not a
There's a path.
it's a path, and there may be a couple times where you have to
stop
take everything
moving
off the
brush.
wagon, lift it over a tree that maybe fell down or something like that, or move the tree or whatever it is. There are things that are going to slow you down slightly, but overall it's more direct.
Okay, all right.
Let's do it. Let's go.
And you'll
for it.
have
Let's go.
Let's go.
you have about 2 days travel to Eagle Fire Tower, and then about another 3 days from there to Allkey.
Let's
God
do it.
we already
Let's just-
been?
Let's go.
This is the longest travel you guys have done so far.
Yeah. Damn.
So-
Within here, anyway. You guys had 3 days of travel in the abyss, but that's different.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
So have we been to Eagle Fire before?
No.
Okay, all right.
Let's go check it out.
All right. So you guys get your wagons. You start heading into the forest.
Yep.
And we're gonna take another slight break because
Hey.
I haven't eaten any pizza yet.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh boy.
I need to make sure I still have a boyfriend.
Oh, Yeah, and just chipped and rolls.
And we're back. Welcome back to the stream.
Yay!
We're fighting through all of the technical issues, and we're going to enjoy some D&D. God damn it.
Yeah.
So you guys start working your way through the forest that I forgot the name of, heading towards the Eagle Fire Tower. What is
the nameless forest?
Oh, we got minis.
The forest without a name.
The forest. Yeah, everything's just going to be the nameless. The
No.
nameless forest.
Without a name.
Yes.
You have to make it as clunky as possible.
I do have horse minis here too.
Mm.
I don't have
Oh, the ones that we sit on?
Yeah, I don't have a wagon. Who's going to put that over there somewhere?
Thanks.
There you go, just boom.
Not
It's
yet.
raining minis. Here you go.
It's raining horses. Hallelujah.
Now we got a little Bonzi. We got a temporary bear.
I know, I need to make
Max.
a mini for myself.
Oh no, it's painted down.
And a Jeer.
So Laird's half painted.
You got that mini for me, and it's now painted.
So Laird's painted enough.
Here's your
He's
temporary
the
bear.
Lair.
What am I missing?
They look so cool.
The Bonzi
Yeah.
down collar.
Oh.
So Lair's been broken a few
No,
times.
don't go with the big shield guy.
Alright, here's Max and
So
Jerry.
Lair's missing a horn. It's alright.
Oh, actually, I think I have a better Max.
You have to slide it in there.
I gotta work it
Put it
into
in.
some sort of backstory.
Oh, that's right, I got all these new guards. I don't use none of these guys.
Puppy.
I swear I had another Max that was cooler. Maybe this is one.
Okay, I'm not touching that anymore because that was unpleasant. So I'm like,
What is the flavor of the red one?
I have
it's
no
just
idea.
chocolate within
Milk chocolate?
Don't the other half?
Alright, you guys want to put yourselves in order?
Yeah, I'll take it. No.
Baby,
Huh?
want the other half?
No, you go ahead. Thank you.
do you want my sloppy sip?
He usually takes that.
Do you guys want to put yourselves in order of you want to travel in?
You want to hand me a bookcase or one of your something square?
I'll be behind the horses.
Then give me the casket.
Yes. Temporary.
Yeah.
That's gonna look
Oh,
hilarious.
I'm a bug
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
That's fine.
Because I am not on a horse. I am on a wagon. Oh god.
Your wagon get pulled by a
I
horse?
thought you have cheddar.
I do have cheddar, but like we can
You're
just
not gonna
imagine.
ride cheddar?
We can imagine that he is there.
Why aren't you riding cheddar?
I am on my wagon, and cheddar is pulling my wagon.
Oh.
And I'm writing cheddar.
Cheddar.
I'll be writing cheddar.
Okay.
I'll be behind the horses and wagon.
Preston, oh no, it's too good to ride his own horse.
I bought a wagon.
Down collar, where are you?
This is why you have no money.
Oh, we lost down collar. Oh,
He's making coffee.
He's making coffee.
Sparkly one, where are you?
Sparkly.
Jingles.
Jingles.
There is no camera on the map.
Oh, Jingles, you're also muted.
Oh, right there? Okay, there you go.
Fixed. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I've been talking this entire time and no one is hearing me. I did not realize.
You know, if both of you smoke at the same time, we're just gonna have nothing but talk.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's
It's a
ambient.
foggy forest.
Yes.
It's a foggy.
I'll be traveling next to Don Collar wherever he decides he is.
Somewhere in the middle.
And if both you vape at the same time, I won't be able to breathe.
The foggy Nelson forest.
Foggy Nelson.
So the thing that I said
Nice.
earlier
I
that you guys
appreciate
didn't hear was I'd like to point out that there was a map that was preset before we decided to take the forest route to the tower that has a forest route and a tower.
Indeed.
So I think that our DM knows us.
Possibly, but the little towers there are just for decoration at the moment. Eagle Fire Tower is much larger than those little things.
I see.
Yes.
So just a coincidence then.
Just a coincidence.
It's a coinky dink.
Coinky dink. Well, I knew you guys were going to be traveling, so I set up sort of a generic travel-y thing. And depending on what you guys decided to do, I was going to alter it. But right now, it's perfectly
Fair.
fine. So, you guys move through the forest. Give me... whoever's leading, give me a survival check.
It seems like Solaire.
Yeah,
and,
apparently it's me and Dawn Caller.
No, Solaire and Bear.
Oh, and Bear.
Solaire and Bear.
I'm not familiar with
Soul
their
Bear?
Soul Bear.
You said nature?
Survival.
Survival. Oh, good. Much better. Thank you.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna roll the new
Oh no.
new dice for the first time. We'll see how this goes.
New dice, 2 dice.
Oh, so they're already not doing well for you? Awesome. Love to see it. 6.
Oh,
I rolled
Well.
a 7
And what'd you end up with?
with 1 is 8.
Oh, I have a +0. So I rolled a 6 and I got a
6 and 8.
All right.
68.
You
Neither of us have any fucking idea where we're going.
You guys come to a couple of spots where the path gets a little fuzzy, but you kind of continue leading and head in a direction you assume to be the direction you're supposed to go. About an hour and a half later, you come back to a spot where you see some tracks. You see 3 or 4 horses and a wagon and a number of other
Oh no.
individuals. It seems like they had gone through this area recently.
Do I
look at Bear
notice?
and I crumple up a piece of paper and just be like, eat. No, I'm kidding.
Why?
Wow. That was uncalled for.
What happened?
Rude.
You guys found your own tracks.
what in the circle?
Yeah, do we?
Can we
Do I have
can
a
we do
better
some
can we
sense?
have
survival
another
checks or
chance?
something to see if
We're going to have to do it again.
figure out where to go?
Well, maybe Lubanzi wants to lead us.
Wait. Oh.
I do have quite a
Seems
good
like a shitty
survival
time to use
sense
that.
about me, so perhaps I could lead the party.
Whatever, fine.
Alright, so the Bonzi is right here.
I tried.
Bam.
I tried my best.
Bam.
So Lubanzi, you take a look and you see the differing sets of tracks, especially at this particular junction. You see sort of a more obvious area that has not been traversed of the 3 areas that comes into it in this
guys.
sort of fork in the road. Go ahead and roll a survival check just for fun. It's pretty obvious which way to go. But for the next little leg of the journey, roll a survival check.
22.
22.
That's better.
Yeah, you immediately notice that the intended path, it goes more forward, although there are a lot of leaves that have fallen on the path in this particular area, so it's a little bit covered up. But you guys start heading the direction
Smaller than us.
the direction of the Eagle Fire Tower. You find much more solid pathway and road, and continue on for quite a few hours. You've been traveling now for about 6-7 hours. You guys want to keep going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Owner
Yeah.
on his lute playing I Would Walk 500 Miles
God.
for hours.
Making the journey twice as long.
All right,
as
Lubanzi,
we
go ahead and
did.
make another survival check for me.
That will be 20.
20. Yeah, you guys managed to make up a little,
Dirty 20.
What?
alright.
Jeez.
you make up a little bit of time. You're still a little bit behind after doing that roundabout situation, but much less than you would be. You managed to go around a few obstacles that may have come up, some swamplands to your right that you managed to avoid. Even though the intended path looked like it headed that direction, Lubanzi managed to find where an alternate path had been created since this swamp had formed over one of the main pathway junctions. So you managed to avoid that.
So when I take over the party, I'm going to take out some more bells that you guys didn't even know existed, sort of wrap them around my neck area, tell you all a story about how when I lead caravans of camels in the desert, these wonderful jingly bells keep us going through the hard times and keep a rhythm in our step. And I can see everyone's just sort of glazing over, like, what are they talking about?
No.
But I'm just gonna like merrily jingle forward anyway.
No, my question with this is, you've traversed deserts, and I get that. We are in a forest. How are you so good at this?
Druid, man.
Well, I wondered that myself, but I think these skills translate over a bit more than you might think.
Okay, all right.
So as Lubanzi sort of like tries to regale you all with stories of her homeland and how they've led massive camels the size of elephants through unrealistic.
Some of them have 5 humps you wouldn't even believe.
Some of you get the impression that maybe Lubanzi expands on their stories more than some, almost more than Ono at this point. So Ono's getting some competition for over the top.
Ono is very truthful. I have lied once.
Not lying, exaggerating.
Stretching the truth.
Stretching, making it more grand than maybe it originally was. So it's true, but just more grand.
Okay.
And dabbling a little bit into maybe some boring sections of just like, why are we talking about this? But very merry and very happy to guide you all through this part of the forest.
I start playing the entire Journey soundtrack.
All right. As Lubanzi goes into another story about camels, the 4th one on this leg of the journey,
Camel tails.
The flute.
you come to a bit of a clearing where you see a lumber camp that is not currently functioning. There's a bunch of people sitting around. They're kind of around fireplaces and stuff like that. It's getting towards evening, so you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be working right now, but the camp itself looks a little not currently being used. There's not like fresh sawdust anywhere or any indications that a lot of work is being wrapped up or anything like that for the day, and everyone seems pretty clean, which is sort of unusual for a lumber camp, people working with their hands and stuff like that. You expect them to be
It's
pretty
out
dirty.
of commission.
So you see a guard, sort of guard, more like a lumberjack that's guarding. He's keeping an eye. He's like, "Hail! Where do you hail from?"
Hail!
From Hale.
Hell yeah! Where you guys headed?
Hale.
We are on our
All
way
right,
to
we got the
Eagle
hail joke.
Tower
Okay,
Tower.
let's move on.
If you could
Sorry.
point us in the right direction.
Oh yeah, your Eagle Fire Tower is about another day. It's getting kind of dark. You guys can camp here if you want.
Oh, thank you. Many thanks, fellow travelers. It's
Yeah,
nice
just,
to meet some new friends on the road.
Oh, likewise. Just don't go past the tree line. We've had some problems over there, but we can set you up in a couple of empty beds. We've got plenty of them right now. People have been leaving, so.
Okay.
I asked, like,
What problems are you having over there?
Oh, beat me to it.
Oh man, it's kind of complicated. We've been finding some of our lumberjacks dead,
Oh,
That's
and
that's unfortunate.
sure. Yeah.
And Max walks up and he's like, "Oh yes, you did send us a letter. Sorry, we've been a little tied up with some things. We haven't had a chance to send any soldiers out here to figure out what's going on. But I'm here now. I'm Max Millennius." And he's like, "No shit, you're Max Millennius, the leader of the entire friggin' army? You got one soldier with you." Jerry's like, "Hey." What? And who are all these people? I mean, no offense, but you guys don't look like soldiers. I mean,
Heroes of the realm.
Like, you kind of do. And Bear, points at Bear too, like, you definitely do.
Kind.
But what rest of you guys, what's up?
Passing through.
Hale. No, okay.
Ace, were you want to say something?
Oh, Heroes of the Realm.
Oh, yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. Fellow heroes of the realm, right on.
Yes.
I'm annoyed to see Max. And don't even make eye contact.
Max has been following us.
Yeah, Max has been here.
Yeah, but has he been quiet or
He's been
we know?
hanging back, like he's following. He's not really like.
But he's like.
When you guys did the full loop, he just kind of like let it happen, and he's like, "I guess we're walking in a circle."
Did he just stop?
He did not make fun of anybody. No, he walked with you guys, just kept his distance, kept an eye, but
But he's not made a point to like
Help us.
no like. Okay.
Yeah, he's not made a point to like be nearby. So when you guys come up to the camp, it kind of had this feeling of like it's getting dark outside. We're probably gonna camp
He's
here.
been
So
following
Max
about like 50 feet
kind of
behind.
came closer to see what the situation's.
So
gonna
we
be
didn't know
if
he
it-
was following us.
No, you did.
No,
He was obvious about it. He wasn't like trying
he
to.
said that he was going to be following us, and I'm assuming he was about like 50 feet behind, just like.
Yeah.
trying
Oh,
to- yeah.
okay, totally
Just
missed
sort
that.
of shadowing you guys. That's what he's been ordered to do. So.
Can you tell how or what's been the cause of death of all these people?
Well, it's gonna sound weird. They all look like they smelled something real bad.
Huh.
All right.
Like real bad. I don't know how else to explain it. Just like, and it's just dead. Like this is.
Weird.
Just.
It's strange.
They're like some of
Is
them
there-
like died with their fingers on their noses. Like that's how. I don't know what causes that.
Well,
Definitely more than a couple lumberjacks can deal with. And we've heard some noises.
Can I roll a medicine check?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we could maybe see the most recent body.
Or the nearest one.
Yeah, a couple. I mean, like 3 or 4 days ago, Old Man Withers passed away. We could probably dig him up if you really want to look.
Take him
Oh.
up.
No.
I
Right.
don't think that'll be necessary.
Don't worry, I'll do it if you need me to.
Oh,
he,
no,
was, he
no.
was holding his nose, but I mean, like we kind of cracked his arm in place to fit him in the coffin. So.
We'll let him rest
Nose is
peacefully.
All
big,
right.
a little.
God. We'll let him rest in peace.
Pieces.
Yeah, can we try to roll a medicine of some sort to figure out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe,
I'll say without anything to examine, the DC will just be pretty high. But just
Okay.
for inference from the story, if you want to try to identify.
21?
21?
and I've got a 19.
19? Yeah, it's
clearly you and I shouldn't roll for anything today.
it's really
We
hard
shouldn't
to
roll for
tell
anything ever, normally.
exactly what would cause something like that. You do know of some creatures that have like breath-oriented attacks.
Could it be
Don't look
a
at me.
gas
Don't look at
and
me.
not like a smell?
It could be. You know, it's hard to say. There's nothing obvious about the story that would indicate one way or the other. So you're kind of having to go off of what they said the state of the bodies were found in. And that's not really giving you too much to go on to give you something specific.
Okay.
But you kind of get the
Alright.
feeling that's probably some sort of breath attack
Okay.
or something like that.
Well, I'm gonna
I
hop
like
off
that
the
that's
wagon
the head.
and
It's the
find
one.
the nearest wall,
Not the 20.
It's not really walls, it's all tents.
or like tree.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna cast Magnificent Mansion on the wall for later.
Okay.
Oh, while
So
we
you
were
guys- you
traveling,
guys need
could I
rooms?
have?
Ace
Yes.
is saying something.
We got nice
They
rooms
have
in this tree.
lodging here?
What were you saying, Ace?
Could I have cast Greater Restoration on Ono while we were traveling?
Extremely generous.
Thank you.
So you get one less.
I'm at 2 now.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Sebastian
Sebastian.
introduces himself. I'm Sebastian.
Hello.
Hey.
Last name Stan.
Shut up.
And he's like, well, yeah, we got places for you guys to stay. We got some spare tents, some beds in there, some warm cots. We got fireplaces. We got tons of room right now.
Or you guys can come and hang out in my tree.
What? You have a tree?
Pardon me.
I open the door,
Pardon me.
and there's like music and shit happening, and there's
All right, so you guys see an opening to a what looks like an opera house. You go in.
I'm intrigued.
All right, so if you guys
Intrigued.
hey,
I hate it.
as you guys
Solaire is not impressed.
As you guys walk in,
Seen
you
this
see.
trick so many times.
What do they see?
Okay, so you walk in, and there are 2 bars on each side, and then what you would assume to be where our audience members would be sitting, standing. There are rows and rows of tables with food all over it, with a big stage in front of it, and it's a 2-tiered thing where there are rooms above. So yeah.
I will immediately jump on the stage and just start dancing and playing my hand drum.
So also there's 100 spirits that are shining blue, and they were also playing, but they're like looking at you just like, okay, keep on keeping on.
And the spirits will kind of join in with Labanzi and match the keys and rhythms that you bring, and they're like, "Oh, this is a little different than normal." Do you have names for some of these guys?
So there is the butler, who I think I named.
Alfred.
No.
Jarvis.
Stop it.
No.
Oh, crap. What was
The other butler.
Ew.
fuck. I have it written down. But
Alright.
Oh, boy.
the others are just random ones, and we have like some that are manning the bar, some that are passing around.
All right, the
food.
butler's like, welcome. Is there a name for this place?
This is Norrell's Playhouse.
Welcome to Nortal's Playhouse. Do you require any beverages or food? If you need a place to rest, our rooms are plenty upstairs.
Nordle's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Sounds very reliable.
Your
So
companion seems to be
why?
introducing the band to new sounds and textures. It's quite lovely.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm going up to my room. If you need me, I'll be up there.
Why do we
Anybody
ever
else
pay
say?
for rooms?
No.
Why do we ever pay for rooms?
Just now.
Great question.
It's a common thing, and you know what? I don't want to be rude and just put a door in someone's tavern.
Valid.
You don't want to adorn the room.
Oh my god.
Rick, you're missing all of the good dad jokes.
Walk.
So Sebastian brings in one of like his sort of second-hand guy that's been standing there the whole time.
Yeah.
Terrence. Sebastian and Terrence both were like, "Well, this is cool." And they just grab some drinks and some food, and they're like, "This is fucking awesome! You guys can stay here anytime! Holy shit!"
His name was Archimedes.
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 Yeah, I named him after my
Very
old
nice.
cat.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Sure.
My name's Archimedes. It's so good for you to be here. Welcome to Nordal's Playhouse.
Normal cat
If you
name.
need anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Our kitchen is always open, and we have fully stocked bars on both sides.
Yeah.
I wish I had points.
You said Nordals with an N?
No, Nordal with an N, not M.
I'm very happy with these days.
N, yeah, N.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember that they call me Nordal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Welcome, Nordal, to your playhouse.
Yeah. It's good to see you all guys. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I come down.
Archimedes is like, sir, are you going to be blessing us with some entertainment tonight?
Tonight, yes, later, we have something that we have to go and check out, but I just wanted to get this all set up beforehand. You know the drill.
Couple
This
ones.
is up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So but yes, later tonight.
Very well, good sir. What do the individual rooms look like? They can be.
So, my room is completely locked, and you might hear other ghosts here that I have in the sand tub that's in the shape of a turtle.
Yeah.
That's my bed,
Oh my god.
but it's always locked unless I open it.
Did you say your bed is a
Like the
kiddie
sandbox.
pool full of sand?
No, it's in that shape.
You know the turtle sandbox?
Your bed is in the shape of a turtle.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now there is a
I
brewing
thought, I
room.
thought you just slept in a
The-
sandbox.
There is a brewing room.
That's what
I want that, or like a really shallow kiddie pool.
All right, so there is a brewing room with
It's going in
3
circles.
There is a brewing room with 3 bunk beds with alcohol that has not been fully I made this for Stein,
You're just waiting for Stein.
but I never got to.
It's pretty easy to remake if you want.
Yeah. All right. So there's a room full of weapons with 3 also bunk beds and whatnot.
That one's mine, right?
Well,
Joking, carry on.
yeah, but with weapons from like every era that are more decorative than anything. There is a room full of gold and gems, shiny things.
Oh.
Yeah.
From Jim's Gems.
Gems.
There are rooms full of like statues and more like Victorian, like Gothic statues, adorning like different gods and whatnot. And these are just all different rooms up on the second tier above the bars.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. You guys have a place to stay. Sebastian and Terrence are whooping it up downstairs. Lubanzi's on stage putting on a performance.
I go over to Sebastian and I'm like, tell your guys you can have as much as you want. Food and drink wise.
All of the campers can come in here. I thought this was... Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's like 80 of us.
Yes.
I have enough food for 100 people. Food and drink. You might have to sleep
Okay,
outside.
I have a question. How does it stay stocked if you're broke?
7th level spell, man. It's ridiculous.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
That's the only 7th level spell you guys have access to because of a loophole with bards.
Yep.
But it's ridiculous. So Terrence and Sebastian leave, and they're like, holy shit, guys, pile in the tree. And pretty soon the whole place is completely filled with people drinking and eating, and Lubanzi, you've got a huge crowd in front of you now. The band is kicking it, like doing real well.
I run up on stage back. I tap Lubanzi on the shoulder, and I'm like, come here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun. Thank you for setting this up. This is amazing.
We'll be back. We have to go and do something, and we probably need you.
Oh, okay.
We got to go and investigate this smelly monster thingy.
We're doing that now. Not in the morning.
Wait, do we want to do it in the morning?
This evening, yeah. You don't have
Oh,
to.
okay. All right, well then, yeah. No, all right, fine. Okay.
Yeah, everyone else was already like,
Party mode.
Yeah, all the other campers were like getting ready for bed.
Okay.
basically.
All right.
So,
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Well then, we're drinking and we're playing around.
all right, Max is sitting at a table. not
All
drinking.
right.
Can I
All right.
can I guidance I'll guidance Lubanzi
Yeah.
for the performance.
Lubanzi, why don't you give me a performance check?
All right.
Add a D4
Add a D4. All right.
on top of that.
26.
26. Yeah, everyone is like cheering you on. You got a whole crowd of lumberjacks, all in red flannel, just like whoa. At one point,
with axes.
At one point, one lumberjack gets so excited by your performance, he just starts hacking at the stage with his axe. He's like, "Yeah, yeah!"
Oh my god.
The stage instantly repairs itself because it's magic.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is the coolest thing! I can break everything!" It's borderline almost like a bar fight, but you're so intriguing that you actually keep a bar brawl from happening by being as entertaining as you are.
I mean, I've seen worse and weirder, so.
Boy.
Kind of reminds me of some of the more rambunctious nights at in the Redwood Mill.
In the mill.
Yeah.
Yes. I almost feel like I'm home again. Cheers, everyone.
Somebody just bites off a piece of raw meat in their hand, like Artemis. Archimedes is like, oh, we can cook the meat if you want, said. And he's like,
You don't have to eat it raw.
very well, it's your prerogative. It won't poison you, I promise. Not possible here.
I want to get the Playhouse printed. Just like,
Just so we have a map.
Yes.
So you guys, if you want to have a frivolous night of guffawing and laughter, you are welcome to do that. You get your long rest if you want to do that. Perfectly safe in the mansion. Nothing happens.
Well, I told Archimedes that I will play, so I will play for an hour.
All right, give me a performance check.
I will also guidance him.
All right, so you also
How to do
have
for.
That doesn't happen.
I will drink and eat
nice.
while I am
Nice.
breaking, and you are dancing and doing your thing.
So 32 plus what?
D4.
D4? Where's my D4?
What were you saying, Labanzi?
Do you need a D4?
Oh, I will just step off the stage and take my break and eat and drink and be merry with the rest of the
All
crowd.
right, so as soon
while
as you
you're
step
performing.
off the stage, what was it again?
So I rolled nat 20 plus 12 plus 1 with the D4. So
33.
Nice.
33. So you get off stage, and the rest of the band, because Ono has put this whole entire thing together, start a song that he knows he's going to play.
Yeah.
And create this intertwining sort of intro. And which instrument are you playing?
I'm going to be playing the lute of illusion.
Okay.
And I'm going to be telling the story of a fight between a dragon turtle and a Zaratan. And it's just like visually like they're fighting and stuff.
This is like Lord of the Dance on crack in terms of like visual over the topness and instrumental mastery unfolding in this playhouse as all of the other instrumentalists and choir comes out and these massive illusions perfectly represent the music that's happening. It's quite a spectacle. The crowd is losing their minds. Like literally one guy's head just explodes. It's just pop.
Master Exploder.
I did not mean. You did not mean.
Oh, we
Blow
got
your
a
mind.
first time
Oh my
chatter.
god.
And then after that, I'll be like, oh, yeah, that was fun. Point at all the spirits and just like, do it again next time.
Welcome our first time chatters. Sorry our video is choppy today, but we stream every other Sunday.
Yay.
Thank you, Anzura.
Please bear with us.
But yeah, after my performance, I'm going to go up to my room, or I'm going to go to the party and just be like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to go up to my room.
All right.
Okay.
Anyone want to do anything else? Talk to anybody?
I'd like to talk with Max.
Okay. Max has been sitting quietly with Jerry in the corner, having a modest snack. Jerry's
Hi.
cheering like crazy. He's losing his mind.
Also, when no one in the party is playing music, the spirits all know how to play music and instruments, and they'll just be like, yeah.
Okay. So there's a medium, sort of, not as much of a spectacle going now, more background music.
Yeah.
Hey, Max. I just wanted to get your opinions and thoughts on the whole dragon thing.
The whole dragon ruling the country thing.
You know, that one thing.
Yeah.
Max looks down and he's
That
like,
little thing.
I don't even know where to start
Oh god.
with what I think of all that. I'm a soldier. I do what I'm
Yeah.
told. But I just don't know. I can't
But
imagine this is a good thing.
It's not, but also you lead the army, right?
I do.
And your men follow you, right?
They follow me, but I don't see how we could get past the Iron Skulls with an army.
I understand. I'm just making sure that
We're fighting
You
with
understand.
levels of tradition that go back 1,000 years.
Yeah.
The Iron Skulls are born into their position.
well, yes, but the tradition has already been broken by the queen handing off their crown
To a dragon.
to a dragon.
Though it's never happened before, the crown has been handed off in a number of times in the history. And it's the prerogative of whoever's in charge to give up power when they know they're not capable. I can't agree with her choice, but it's
Yeah.
not mine to make.
Right. it's just I understand leaving a home that is becoming worse as you see it, and
That's super annoying.
I
It's the poem.
left mine.
Huh?
I left mine
Is it working?
hoping
It's been working.
to make it better when I come back. And
Where are you from?
if trying to remember the name.
Droville?
The Crowville?
Crovia.
I don't-
Droville and Crovia.
Droville? Yeah,
You know.
Droville. If I had the ability to fight and change what I had at the time, I would have. But it's why I'm here now, trying to, being able to help people while I can, and then maybe that will lead me to making things better home.
Well, you're more noble than me. I can't imagine trying to lead a rebellion. Plus, it's already too late for me anyway. And he sort of leans back and has his first sip of a drink.
Well,
He's finally drinking. So it's magical beer. No, okay.
well, those words are true. However, I think anyone can change their destiny if given the right path and the right light. And I found my light, and hopefully where you're going and maybe you following us is going to lead you on the right path.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he cheers you. And he puts his drink down without sipping it.
Yeah.
I'll cheers him back.
He takes a bite of meat stick.
It's
It's very, very tough. Truly,
Is
your
he
words,
snapping into a Slim Jim?
your words have really affected me on a personal level. I really appreciate you taking your time.
Ew, gross. Oh my god. Stop doing that, please.
Getting a little triggered.
Sort of the end of your conversation, and kind of while was speaking sort of disparagingly about himself, he sort of glanced over at Mikhail. And you kind of picked that up.
Yeah.
And then
And then I'll slowly make my way over to Mikhail.
I see you walking up towards me, and I think I have a drink in my hand already. So, just took a sip of my drink.
Archimedes?
Archimedes.
Archimedes is talking to you. Yes, it's not really possible to steal anything from here. I'm sorry.
What makes you think I would steal something?
It was like in the middle of the conversation. Though we could make maybe a room where there are challenges for thievery improvement if you want. That is certainly possible. If you want to better your skills of unlocking things or being unseen, we could have some servants try to spy on you. Ooh, I love this idea.
I just giggle a little bit. I'm like, let me know when you do that.
He sees Don Collar approaches him. Excuse me, and allows Don Collar to interrupt the conversation.
Mikhail, I've noticed a few things the past few days.
Days, yeah.
Yeah.
Time. What is it?
you and Max seem to have a history, and
They were dating? No.
Definitely not.
no, and I don't know if him following us is a problem for you. If it is, we can maybe kindly tell him to fuck off if needed.
Listen,
Can
I
you
know you're
fuck
following
off,
us,
please?
but
Could you please, kindly, fuck off?
I just don't want any of us feeling more uncomfortable than we are right now.
Hey, this shit's mad awkward. Can we figure this out?
well, thank you for your concern, but I'd rather not talk about it right now. It's okay, he's following us, but what's going on is just between he and I. But thank
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you ever need any advice, you can talk if you need.
I raise my drink to you. And that's it.
All right. Anyone else have any conversation-y things you want to do?
Archimedes will make his way into my room. Like through the door.
Oh yeah.
Will he?
And then
Would you like your usual,
Full
sir?
service tree.
I start pointing to
100% set in my mind that you sleep with a butler.
No.
Carry on.
No, I start pointing to the things that they cannot see on the wall, all the pictures and whatnot. I'm like, I need these to go away.
Is this code for
At
something?
once. And like 9 servants come in and immediately start ripping pictures off the wall.
Yeah.
What are these
Oh, you
pictures?
don't want your ancestors watching while you do it. I understand.
And if they can like magically disperse them, just so they're not like going through.
Yeah. So they just
No.
dry erase board.
So helpful.
Yeah.
There's one like little portrait by the bed that I'm going to keep with me, but that's it. And then I'm going to try and sleep.
Okay. What is Solaire doing during all this? Partying.
Just witnessing the debauchery, and then
The horny lumberjacks.
Oh my god.
and then is gonna go to sleep and just take it in, just keeping an eye.
So it's extremely comfortable in here, and even more comfortable than Trudva's, really. There's no sense of danger for probably the first time in a couple of days. So it's kind of relieving in a roundabout way. You see Max in the
Just
corner,
looking around.
sulking. He looks pretty dejected at the moment.
Yeah.
You see Don Collar talk to Max, and he still looks a little frumpy.
Things didn't get better. If anything, things got more awkward.
Yeah, exactly. So anything else you want to?
Not gonna butt into that.
Bear, what are you doing?
Bear is sharpening his knives.
All right,
Excellent.
Bear is sitting in front of a giant pile of meat, testing out knives on like a ham,
Yeah.
sharpening away, just like slice. Not
Like
quite thin enough.
whetstone on
Keeps
one
sharpening.
side, ham on the other.
Yeah.
It cuts.
You see Don Collar walk up to
Kill.
Mikhail, because you always have Mikhail kind of in your
kill.
peripheral. And Mikhail looks tense, but calm when talking to Don Collar. They cheers, and Don Collar leaves.
So I walk up to Mikhail again. Put my knives down. Feel like I'm
Not
like,
threatening.
Good enough.
good enough.
It will kill.
Put my
Your
knives away.
blade will kill.
And I go back up to Mikhail and I ask how everything's going.
I take a deep breath because I'm kind of drained already from all that news, and I appreciate everyone coming up to me and making sure I'm okay. But
Please stop.
please stop. Yes, I just need some time alone.
Oh no, comes
Yeah,
down.
Mike.
It's just like, hey, Miguel. No, okay.
I am not like these other ones. You know that.
I know, and like I give Bear A bear hug.
Yeah, you and Bear have some history before joining
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
You like grew up together? Is that what it was?
Bear helped raise me.
Yeah.
Oh, more
Yeah.
than that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
From like 12 on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just let me know if you need me to test some knives out.
I'll keep that in mind.
Any particular persons?
So how late is it?
That's about bedtime, you know. Especially after all the performances and guffawing, it's pushing 11 o'clock probably.
Okay.
So everyone makes their way to bed.
Yes.
Unless Lubanzi, there's anything else you wanted to do?
So while all of these social interactions with this group are happening, I'm chatting up lumberjacks, just telling more animal tales, but I'm sort of low key watching everyone to just see the interactions, not participating, just
Sure.
keeping an eye on everyone.
What are you
Well,
what are you looking for particularly?
I'm looking at body language just to see how they interact with each other and sort of gauge like the general morale of the
Or like
group.
sociology.
Roll
type
a
thing?
perception check for me if you could.
Do they glow in the dark?
Not sure if that look was.
14.
14. Yeah, pretty easy in this context. No one's,
Those are super pretty.
aware that you're watching in a busy room like this. You see the tension between Max and Don Collar, but in a friendly way, like they know each other. You know Max obviously too. Well, no, you didn't. Sorry, Bear does. You know of Max because you've been to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
You see Ono basically play his heart out and then go to sleep. And he genuinely put on one of the best performances you've ever seen in your life. You see...
Slightly better than mine.
It's relative, you know? And then you see Solaire sort of people watching, being sulky.
No.
No?
No, not sulky.
Just hanging out, just general, just flat,
Yep.
sort of chill
Just
vibe.
indifferent and just observing.
Okay.
So I feel like at a certain point, Solaire and I would have just sort of casually locked eyes, like, oh. Watcher watching the watcher. I see you.
Solaire thinks nothing of it.
So yeah, Solaire kind of like looks at you doesn't change expressions and looks at someone else.
Basically.
Yeah. You see Bear being pretty low-key, sharpening some knives, keeping an eye on things, but not being too concerned. And you see Bear walk over to Mikhail, and they have a pretty compassionate interaction with each other that they look like they've known each other for a really long time. And that's kind of what you notice. You get overall that these are pretty good people. Like, you don't get any, like, underlying malintentions or anything like that. You're not entirely sure about Max. He seems a little intense at the moment. Like, he's got a lot on his mind, but you don't know what that could be just by looking at him.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just have casual conversation with the lumberjacks and,
So there I was with Gary, and I picked up a tree this big around. I'm not kidding you. And I fucking, that's how I broke my back. Snapped right in half like a twig. Luckily, I had some magic stuff on hand. Holy shit, I was like fucked up, man. And Gary's like, yeah, you were. Like, slams him in the back right where he broke it. Like, it's still tender, man.
Yeah.
That's yesterday.
Fantastic.
has anyone ever been
Another lumberjack kind of talks to you like, so you gonna go kill the thing in the forest or what?
Well, I certainly hope we can locate it, or at least solve the mystery for you folks.
Terrence is kind of
yeah,
standing
I
there
would
nearby,
love that.
and he interjects the conversation with just like a, now, don't get your hopes up. These are our guests. They're treating us very nicely. They have no They have no reason to do anything about the situation. They have their own goals and things in mind. Plus, we don't know if there's enough people to kill whatever there's out there. It's gelatinous cool, but no. And he dresses you. He's like, I appreciate your intentions, though.
Can I check and see if he's being like shady?
Yeah,
With
make
that-
an insight check.
18.
18.
God damn.
You get a feeling that Terrence is genuinely scared of whatever's in the forest.
Do they know
He's
they're
kind
gonna-
of he. You get the feeling he's sort of like stuck in a way, and he doesn't really know how to go from here. With an 18, I'd say you also get a feeling that he's not being entirely truthful, but he's not being maleficent.
Malignant?
Yeah.
Malignant.
Maleficent?
No, not maleficent. Malignant. He's not trying to be a douche.
Yes.
Whatever that word is.
Malicious?
Yes, malicious. That word.
Yes.
The malicious word.
Words are hard.
Malicious. It's a delicious word, malicious.
Lumberjacks be like,
Moose once bit my sister.
I'm gonna try to.
That is such a great movie.
They're all
That's gonna be an
Canadian.
awesome-
Yeah,
It's from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay,
You guys
I
all
thought-
failed me.
I got it.
I recognize.
What I like, Corin, is you went to the trouble of using the correct font for the O's.
Oh yes.
It was amazing detail.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you.
I'm gonna chat him up a little bit and see if I can kind of tease out what it is that he's not telling me. See if there's any information we can use to find the thing or
Okay.
something useful.
Okay. So what do you say to Terrence?
Help me understand the situation a little bit more. I know you have no expectations of us, but we are wanting to help you find folks figure this out, and I'm just wondering if there's anything else that you could tell us that might help us find the culprit of these vicious attacks.
He looks hesitant. He's like, and he kind of motions you over to like a more isolated part of the bar. He's like, listen, I don't want to scare everyone, but I've seen it, and it's horrific. And I'm not sure. We just need the military. We need the whole army here, I think. And Max brought one soldier. I just don't know what to do.
Is this thing what's been
Yeah.
killing the other people?
So Lubanzi hears him say that.
Sorry, was that already established?
So what do you say, Lubanzi?
I'm gonna ask him what it looked like.
It was. I don't know how to describe it. It's just big, giant plant mouth thing that had all these roots and like
Feed
tentacles
yourself.
and vines coming up over it, and I didn't get close enough to get a better look at any of others' details, but it looked like out of a horror movie. Whatever that is.
Did it look like
Whatever a horror movie is.
Yeah, those movies that some wizards put up, with
Was there singing
Illusion.
and dancing?
illusion magic.
What's funny is we've fought something before that was basically like Audrey 2, right?
Yeah.
When we were in the abyss.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
we?
yeah.
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
So it's
This is
kind of
Audrey
the same
3.
thing.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar. Yeah.
Okay, so we get the
Well,
impression.
Lubanzi gets all this. 'Cause
Oh, they're only talking.
This is Terrence like bringing Lubanzi aside because
Got it.
they pressed him for it. So he's like, try not to.
I didn't realize they were so
Yeah,
upset
he's-
from everyone else.
He's trying to make sure no one else hears it because he hasn't told the lumberjacks that he's seen it, and he doesn't want to freak them out.
I noticed that this conversation is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be a part of it.
Okay, so you
I'm
walk.
gonna go over there.
You walk over. You see Terrence kind of like with this sort of intense thing.
Yeah, he looks
and
scared shitless.
Yeah, and you kind of walk up as Terrence finishes this part. Yes. He looks at Lubanzi. Is this okay?
Oh, it's fine. Yes, absolutely. But, you know, the more information we have, the better.
I was just telling you,
Share-
your companion here, that I've seen it, and it's not pretty.
And
It's very ugly. And
Have him describe it to
he
me.
describes it again.
And then I
don't think he was alone either. There were some other, I don't know, small trees almost that had arms and spindly fingers and like big wild brute hair.
So I mentioned that it's something that our it sounds like something that our group has seen before and dealt with in the past.
Well, that's encouraging.
Yes.
You're
Yes,
more capable than you initially look.
Yeah, we are.
I'm used to numbers. If we get 50 people out
Here's
here
the realm.
Oh yeah.
You know,
He's got like
lumberjacks
he holds up like 5 of them. He's like,
got like 5.
I mean,
I love that.
Very important
The longer this goes on, it's more and more worthless.
it's becoming my favorite running joke.
It's so good.
It's very important for us lumberjacks to operate, so. But with that, it's very important for us lumberjacks to operate. This is the main
Indeed.
source of wood for the whole entire Tri-Cities area, and
Sure.
we're not really sending them much right now because we can't.
All right.
It's halting a lot of important projects.
So is there does this thing roam, or is there a particular area in which it exists primarily?
I didn't see it moving when I saw it. Last I saw it, it was, and he kind of directs the position within the tree line of where he was. Just sort of describes that it was about 150 feet or so back behind this one spot.
I'm gonna ask him, reach back in your memory and see if perhaps you recall if there was an incident that happened before this appeared. Maybe something that could help us figure out why this creature is attacking me. If anything.
Well,
If this is like, what's that fucking Lorax? Or this is some Lorax shit.
he kind of like, he's like, well, it's not really a matter of when, but where. As soon as we got to cutting trees down and beyond this one section of forest, that's when we started noticing the attacks.
That is not cutting. Oh, I'm not even in this conversation.
Seems perhaps this creature that you describe as territorial.
One by
Sorry,
one.
was that Lubanzi?
As I said, it seems as if this creature that you've described may be territorial. I suggest that we mark off the section where you've seen it and not chop down any more trees there.
Or
Perhaps that would
kill
help.
the creature.
We baited it.
Well, there's a couple. Both of those things are technically possible. The difficulty is that trade routes are set up exactly where we are. Livelihoods would have to be uprooted. It would be very difficult to move to a different section of the forest, though that is something we're contemplating. The additional issue is it seems like its territory has now been expanding into some places that are currently inhabited. There's a few villages that have seen deaths at their perimeters on the other side of the forest, and so we're not comfortable
So
just
it's
leaving it
invading.
there.
Others.
It may
Yes.
be angry, or it may indeed roam. We don't know. We need to know more before we make a
Yes.
decision.
Alright.
Well, whatever the case may be, and however it came about, it seems that human lives are at stake, and otherwise lives. So we will do our best to help you with this issue and address it the best we can. Thank you for the information.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Do what we can.
Sebastian comes over and is like, you guys got to hear this song that's playing right now. It's so awesome. Terrence is like, I'll tell him later.
I'll tell him.
And if there's nothing else you guys want to do for the evening,
I'm just gonna aside to Solaire, we'll share this information with everyone in the morning and see what we need to do from there.
Agreed.
All right. So you all go back to bed, get another long rest if you wish to do so. If you use any spell slots or anything.
Nothing's
I think Dawn Caller was the only one that did.
Yeah.
Quite a hefty one.
Yeah.
Mid through the night, I'm gonna come downstairs. Is Max asleep?
Okay, so you see a couple of lumberjacks like passed out on the various tables. Max is not asleep. He is currently awake.
I'm smoking my dad's pipe, and I'm just like, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just going down for some water.
Archimedes is like, sorry, sir, and he's like quickly running and getting some water, and like 4 other servants like, and they like one servant like bends over, and then Archimedes like stands on the servant and then starts pouring water into your mouth as you just stare at Max.
I can do that myself, thanks.
But you use it. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry.
You all right?
Max is like, that was weird.
No.
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? I heard you had a bit of an issue in Snard's quarters.
Yeah. I'm dealing with some personal stuff that I just haven't dealt with yet.
No, I was talking about it when you turned into an ape.
Oh yeah. I got mad.
No one wants to see you when you're angry.
I mean, I'm already green.
Did we just bring the Hulk into this?
Ono is the Hulk. And yeah, so if you're doing good, I'm doing good. I'm going back upstairs. Have a good night.
Is this place safe?
Absolutely, no one's allowed in or
Do you have a place I can sleep? I've been awake for 2 days.
Yeah. I follow him. I let him go into my quarters.
He sees the giant bed in the middle, and you leave him in there. He's like, any other place to sleep?
I can get another bed in here, and then I'm just like Archimedes, and then like just poof, there's another bed in here.
Max is like, all right, I snore.
So do I.
He goes to sleep.
Yeah. I grab that picture next to my bed, and I'm holding it close to me, and then yeah.
Okay. So you all wake up in the morning in the opera house. There's sun coming through the windows in the morning. Archimedes is putting out a giant breakfast spread on the tables.
It's like a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
It's a joke in there.
Whoever is first to come down.
Spread breakfast.
I will come down first, and then
Thank you.
I wake up pretty early, so I'll probably be the second.
All right, so Lubanzi and Ono kind of meet each other down there, and Archimedes is like, welcome. We have every kind of breakfast food you could possibly imagine or want, including toast with those little tiny olives on them, the little bitty ones with the tomato. It's perfect.
I go personally to Archimedes. I'm like, I need you to take this and put it where you put the rest of it. And I hand him the tiny picture.
I see, sir. I will do that. And he
Okay.
hands it off to a servant who just eats it. Goes on.
And then, yeah.
So we get up and
So you all kind of eventually
Yeah,
make your
yeah,
way
yeah.
downstairs. All the lumberjacks are waking up. They're most of them slept on the floor since there aren't specific orders for them or anything.
grab a
Some of
plate.
them actually left to go sleep in their own tents and cots and things, but they're all starting to like. Some of them are like waking up with drool on the table, and other people are like putting sausages in their mouths and drawing on their faces and stuff.
I'm gonna grab a
Real
plate.
lumberjack breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lumberjack
Putting
breakfast.
sausages in
Sorry,
their
go ahead.
mouths.
Grab a
Yes.
plate and pile it with the various meats that I see.
Oh yeah,
Available.
there's literally any kind of meat you can think of. There's some that you don't recognize.
I'm gonna eat those.
I'm
too.
gonna have
There's
a
some that are a little.
hearty breakfast beer.
There you go. There's some that look a little bit too close to reptile for your comfort.
I'm gonna eat that too.
And you eat it anyway. So yeah, you guys get a breakfast. You walk outside of the opera house to a very uninteresting lumber mill that's doing nothing.
And gather a party and let them know what
Yeah.
we were told last night.
Gather round, everyone. We have some
Gather around, kids.
information.
We have a
that
story.
we-
We have a story to tell.
So you gather around away from one of the
Information that will be
lumberjacks.
pertinent.
Yeah. I close the door, say bye to Archimedes and everybody, and then like the door disappears.
With the lumberjacks in it?
No, well, after they come out.
Okay, so everyone leaves. One guy that you forgot about just goes, "Boo! What happened?"
Sorry about. All right, hey.
I ended up in this broom closet. I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was one in here. Archimedes screams from the ether, "That wasn't the broom closet."
Somebody give this guy some water, and then stand him up, and then like give him to the other.
All right, so you guys circle away from lumberjacks. You close the door.
Yeah. So what's up?
What's up, guys?
So we were able to ascertain some details.
Okay.
Okay. What about what?
Oh,
Are our horses and
Well,
shields not- okay, all right.
All tied up and taken
I
care of.
have 10 things going on.
the creature that's been attacking apparently looks like a tree or plant of some sort. Solaire here has told me that it seems like something that you've fought before.
In the abyss, yeah.
As a fighter, would I have encountered something like this in the past?
Roll a history check.
Oh,
If you want to.
Pretty dice.
Dang, that's an awesome dice.
No, I'm good.
It sounds like reasonable. That would be a creature that exists.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
Don't look at me. I just bought the dice. I didn't make them roll the numbers they roll.
Dice that
Yeah, I
rolled
know.
from each
I know.
night that
I
you've
know.
gotten from me.
I know.
Okay.
It's
Do
Where's
we?
the dice gel?
It's up there.
I should just. That's what I should just. I should buy a dice jail too, and then give them both at the same time.
I printed
Here you
this
go.
one.
You'll probably need
You
this.
can print those.
You'll need this
All right,
later.
So, I talked to the rest of the party. I'm like, all right, so these lumberjacks, these seem like they do need our help, but that's not specifically our job. We were already in the process of doing something. Do we want to try and help them out, or just keep on doing what we were supposed to?
I think we should help him out.
I,
It seems like the
I
safest
agree.
place we've been at in a long time.
No, I'm not trying to argue one way or the other. I was wanting to get everyone's opinion.
So Larry,
The fellow that I spoke to did indicate that it was beginning to affect trade in the area and be dangerous to the nearby villages as well. So
Other
I
communities.
think it would be good to help them out.
I go and talk to Max real quick. I'm like, is there any possible way that we can get the military over here to deal with this problem, or should we deal with it ourselves?
Max is like, with what's going on at the border with Fuldu, we can't spare the troops at the moment.
Okay.
Not to mention the fact that I don't know what's happening in the capital.
No one does.
I feel bad, just as bad as you guys, but like, what are we supposed to do?
All right, so we're doing this.
Max is like, I mean, we're all here. We could at least take a look.
Okay.
Yes, we can kind of try to scope out the situation.
Are you holding your shield, or is it on your back?
I hold it
You're
usually.
holding it. Okay. So anyone that's standing near Solaire sees her shield, or his shield, glow slightly. Specifically the symbol of Anya.
Okay.
Yep, let's do this.
I'm in.
Let's go.
I'm gonna just. I feel like as a druid, I would be remiss to not go back in the memory banks and try to figure out. I guess maybe Arcana, like if I would know what this thing is.
I'd say history, because you're trying to recall information that you know.
Is that coming from there?
History.
Yeah, it's a
It's the pump thing.
yeah, or furnace things.
6. So I'm thinking probably not.
Yeah, you've definitely
Holy shit, you rolled poorly?
Ha!
Oh my god.
mark it, write it down, everybody.
Carry on. Just had to enjoy
Yeah,
that
this
for a
particular instance, your druid insight didn't quite give you the information you needed at the time. But based on what you heard before, combined with this new, more detailed description, you you can assume it's probably something abyssal in nature. Maybe not origin, but some kind of crossover situation. But it definitely doesn't sound like part of the natural world as it is.
Right. Right.
Okay, well, let's go check this out.
Okay. So you guys start heading in the direction, which is basically this edge of the tree line. There's a couple of watchtowers that have been set up.
Oh, yeah.
Conveniently.
Good job.
Convenient.
Sort of at the edge of the tree line and they look like they've been recently put up. There's not really other watchtowers, but based on where people have been sort of passing away, they kind of feel like this might be the more central location. So there's actually a lumberjack up there. It's like, hey, anyone coming to relieve me, or am I just out here all day also? You know?
Wait, were you with us?
Oh, did you miss the party?
Party?
Missed the part.
Oh.
There was a party?
No, not at all.
Did they break out?
That was just a figure of speech.
Did they break out the good mead?
There
We've been
was
saving it.
terrible mead.
Not a lot.
Terrible mead.
It was only enough for like a glass each.
No good mead. All bad.
Did someone drink my glass of mead?
No.
Hey, come down here.
Who are you guys?
We're taking care of that one thing that's happening.
The
Oh shit! All right, cool.
plant problem.
You're
Yes.
probably gonna die,
Oh,
but it's
we're
nice
good.
to meet you guys beforehand. He starts climbing down the tower.
Okay.
He's like, "What's up? I'm Tony.
I'm so... Let's
Tony,
go.
Tony the lumberjack.
Oh, indeed.
Lumberjack, just like everyone here."
All right. Go and switch out with somebody, and yeah, we're gonna keep on going.
All right, if you guys got it, I'm gonna go get some sleep. And he starts heading back to camp.
Enjoy.
So
Enjoy
you
your
guys-
respect.
You guys start piercing the tree line, and where is she going?
Kitty cat.
Kaylee's disappeared like 8 times so far.
It's okay. It's all right.
Kaylee!
Meowed.
I know.
It's very important.
All right.
So as you guys pierce the tree line, you
Penetrate the tree line.
start to get a stench that hits your noses, and the density of the trees gets much thicker, and there's vines and little bits of wildlife. There's sort of a soft greenish fog that sits on the bottom of this, almost swamp-like, but there's no moisture or
Does
anything you can
the
detect.
stench itself smell like?
It smells like death, like one of the worst smells. It's not strong, it's not pungent yet, but it's definitely, you're starting to get a real strong smell.
Does
overall.
this seem at all reminiscent of the creature in the abyss before?
Not really.
This
Nothing.
environment.
Yeah, environment similar. It does have. There is a certain amount of decay that seems to be much stronger than the rest of the sort of surrounding forest, which is unusual. And it does kind of remind you of the abyss in general, the way the decay sort of like the tree looks like it's gonna fall over any moment, even though it's not.
I know that feeling right now.
Yes.
Um,
So as you guys get closer and closer, we're gonna stop.
Before we
As
okay.
you
approach the area, I'm gonna ask everyone
I was looking forward to that actually.
how they
Well, we're
fought
starting
this
that
other
session with
creature
battles, but
before.
it's a long one, so I didn't want to go
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
only been a couple hours too.
What's up to you guys? And Melissa's got to drive home tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I don't want to push it. I was just like,
I'm getting sleepy.
yeah, I got you.
Okay. For the sake of, because it might be like a 2-hour ordeal, the way things are set up.
No.
It might be best to start next stream
Sure.
fresh on this battle.
I can do it in one turn. I guarantee.
Turn into ape, kill everything.
No.
That's my move.
Turn to stone.
I drop a fortress on it.
Fortress on it.
Draw.
The cheesiest move you've ever done in D&D.
That's so
Bam!
Oh my god.
No, I got this little cube. He turns into a fortress.
There you go.
Chuck.
So thank you guys for joining us for this technically difficult stream, but we got through it.
For the new follower.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then somebody else also joined us. Michael. I can't see mischief.
Hey.
Oh, that's
The chief.
John. He's one of our moderators.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
This is it's a fun session. This is sometimes the talky bits are fun. We didn't have too many battles this one, but that's
We
sometimes fun too.
finally did Magnificent Mansion
Yes.
after 2 years.
And that was really cool.
We finally went into it.
Did you not do it before?
Yeah, I did, and you guys were like, "Nah, I'm not going in there." I'm like, "Fuck you guys."
Because you're
I've
one
had it for like a
trick
year.
pony
Yeah.
with
amazing.
your spawning
That's right.
various abodes.
Yes, all the abodes. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you in 2
Yeah.
weeks, most likely.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
I think there's a couple of weekends we're gonna have to switch on something because of shows and things. We're all busy people, so we'll keep you updated. Our Facebook page always has the first updates. Our personal Facebook pages, as long as it has the fastest updates. But we'll try to make some posts on the Twitch stream as well. So.
And this session will be uploaded on our YouTube page.
Right, and our YouTube channel will
We
be
should
uploaded probably tomorrow.
Post links to the Facebook page and YouTube.
Yes,
About the
Yeah.
Do we have a Discord?
we do have a
Well,
Discord. We have all this stuff
Well-
we're starting all at once, so we'll get it all
we'll
up there eventually.
we'll get a community Discord up.
Yes.
Well, it'd be the same Discord, but we can.
Lock ourselves down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
section off.
like 15 things going that will eventually centralize into one place, and it'll be amazing.